Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Always Shipper in the Gym 2. Apparently, he and Salty wound up on an all-gym team. The two of them are running Gym 2s in the, basically in the Nemo color scheme. There are a couple of times in Zeta where that happens, because, let's face it, they're fairly similar looking mobile suits, and, you had to animate a whole episode a week for a year. Counting double Zeta, 2 years running, which, honestly, not a job I'd want to have, and I like animation. So, yeah, they're at 350, they're fighting Sly Frails, among other things, and yeah, a little bit of like coordination woes here at the beginning, because they are all kind of they're all running stun into melee suits, so yeah, coordinating your actions in that situation can be very tricky, but also worth it. But yeah, if you can, luckily nobody got knocked down, and there was nobody around to really capitalize when Salty took a stun for a second. But yeah, this is something that is just happens when everybody is running that kind of thing. Because yeah, if you have to close on things and everybody is running broad sweeping melee attacks, it just happens. Number 5 said sorry because they did knock Shipper over, but I'm pretty sure from where that Sly Frail was, it actually would not have mattered one way or another. So, yeah, so far so good. Almost time to spawn back in. Gym 2 is still fairly solid. It is very basic. The beam rifle requires, sometimes heat management if you can help it. Sometimes you have to take the shot, but yeah, making good use of the Vulcans to space out your shots and just get any kind of add-on damage you can, definitely a good move. Because yeah, just like I said, 3 weapons. The beam gun or beam rifle really does overheat quickly, and could definitely cool down faster. I feel like at this point that would be something worth doing. But there's enough things that use the Gym 2 beam rifle that it runs into the same trickiness as, buffing the original Hyper Bazooka. Just there's so many things that could be thrown out of balance that you just have to be aware of. Because, let's see, yeah, the Gym 2 Semi-Striker, I want to say... Does Striker Custom use it? I'm pretty sure. I know there's other suits that use the Gym 2 rifle. So yeah, just that makes a tricky prospect to add any kind of improvements to it without accidentally making something really really strong. But yeah, it's a decent machine. It can do fairly well, especially when you catch people with a good melee swing like that. Looks like the team is coordinating fairly well at this point, and not getting too separated too much. I do think you could probably cut that cooldown a little bit without causing any serious imbalances, though, honestly, because it is, man, camera didn't know what to do with the wall of the colony there. But yeah, it really does have a very long cooldown, and that can be an issue. But let's see, Gun Cannon Aqua type there is on the ground. Something else rushed in but did not get catch the knockdown. And let's see, yeah, so far so good. They're running pretty even with the other team, which is using suits that you're a lot more likely to see at this cost anymore than the Gym 2, which they have 3 of. Yeah, Gun Cannon Aqua type, Sly Frail. I missed what the other ones are, but I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. See, speaking of the Sly Frail, and good 2-hit combo there. Looks like number 4 didn't get caught in it. Downswing, and that is a kill. And let's see. And good shot there. I think that might be the Gundam ground type Gym Head, or it might be the Gym Light Armor MMSV. Not light armor, ground type MMSV. Man, brains are a thing. Okay, no, it's the ground type. In my defense, I am running this before I do the final color balancing in rendering, because yeah, the HDR videos end up just looking a little bit hazy if I don't fix the brightness and contrast, but after many, many years, I've figured out how to do that, so I'm happy about that. Because, yeah, it is, yeah, it's a process. But the nice thing is, like, for each individual person who sends me videos with, HDR color turned on, I can more or less have Vegas analyze the properties one time and then just save them as a preset for that person. So when I go to render this, I just have to go in, bring up the drop down and click Shipper, and it'll look how you see it right now, which hopefully is pretty decent. Let's see, Pale Rider Cavalry, yeah, that makes sense. Again, a bunch of very very good suits and high-end suits for the cost, and being beat up by a bunch of Gym 2s and other gyms, but especially Gym 2s. I think the support is, it's the Gym Sniper Custom ML, which for some reason just the icon for that frequently confuses me. I don't know why. But yeah, keeping the slice rail down is always a good thing if you can manage it. Got the damage in there just before the iframes came up. But yeah, they've got a slight lead at the moment. They're keeping it even largely, and yeah, unfortunately oh no, it's the Jim Kai. See, this is what I mean about the icons confusing me. I'm also sitting too far back from the screen. Brain is gone. But yeah, Jim Kai weapons rack tape, which you probably realized minutes before I did. So, but technically, like 11 hours later, because I'm recording. Actually, no, 36 hours later, because I'm recording this at like midnight, 2 days before it's going to run. So, like I said, I am just all over the map tonight, just in full-on blather mode. I've had to record each of these like 4 or 5 times to get something that wasn't total nonsense, like not even funny nonsense, just nonsense. But some days, some days it comes easily, and I have decent insights or whatever, and other days you get a video out there. What can I say? That is the nature of the algorithm, unfortunately. Yeah, like I said, I am just in full-on, blathering mode here. But see, good. Yeah, again, that's just another one of those. Whoever knows their melee spacing better wins in a lot of these matchups. Because yeah, the Shipper had the reach on that Gundam ground type Jim head, and knew it, and that's what it took. Good tackle too, nice. Yeah, so they're going to bring it home really well here. And that is the round, and they have won it. So, very nice. Let's take a look at the various final scores and such. And, let's see, top score for Shipper at 3,000 out of 10,000. Very nice. Jim Kai managed 111,000 damage. Also not bad. 87,000, 7 and 4 for Shipper. That is really good, especially in a match this close. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. So I finished the high-grade Police Saku finally. I'd kind of been chipping away at it for a while. And yeah, it's a good figure. It's a good kit. The articulation is really nice. It is designed really intelligently. It is. You probably handled various versions of the Zaku's over the years that had Zaku machine guns where the stock did not really match up to the shape of the arm at all, didn't really do anything useful, that kind of thing. Just the stock on the Zaku machine gun for the Police Zaku's is exactly the right length and shape to brace against the arm the way it's supposed to. It's really, really well done. Also has really good knee joints. They're built kind of like double hinges, but they're just single. But as long as you move some of the thrusters on the back of the leg out of the way, it kneels. Well, it kneels like it was designed to kneel. The balance is just right. It's not delicate. It is a very solid kneeling pose. Is this again, a lot of thought went into this design, and you can just kind of tell by handling it and by assembling the thing. The one thing I will say against it is there's going to be a 1 Year War version eventually, and you might want to hold out for that if you don't like putting on film stickers, because there are so many. You know, all of the white stripes, all of the police indicators, the side six logos, all of that. You know, film stickers, and I will tell you, you know, I've ranted about those before, and when I did, you know, I remembered that they are basically made of Scotch tape and they scrunch up very easily. What I forgot to mention is the fact that depending on how the die cutting machine is feeling that way, if you try and take them off the sheet, they may decide to bring part of the backing with them, and that just makes it almost impossible to ever get them off.